Okay, a plus b is equal to b plus a. The value are same if I write a plus b or b plus a. Oh, see, listen. If I see example, you can clarify. See, listen. 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 10. 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. 5 plus 10 is equal to also 15. So, the value does not change when we change the order. Okay. So, this is called commutative property. So, listen, for any two integers a comma b. Okay, for any two integer a comma b, when we added the two integers, if we change the order, okay, if we change the order, the value does not change. The value does not change. Okay, so a plus b or b plus a same. Okay, 5 plus 7 or 7 plus 5, both are same only. Okay, so this is called commutative property. In closure property, we added two integers. When we added the two integers, the answer is also an integer. Okay, in commutative property, we added two integers. If we order that two integer, the value does not change. That is called commutative property. Okay, please don't confuse it. In your exercise, they have given more sums. Okay, using these properties. If we practice the sums, you can clearly understand. Okay, so first property is closure property, second one is commutative property, and third one is associative property. Associative property. So listen. Associative property. In closure property and commutative property, we taken only two integers, isn't it? We taken only two integers as a and b, but in associative property, we are going to take three integers. We are going to take three integers for any three integers. For any three integers, that is a, b and c. Okay, here I am using a and b as integers. When we added that three integers, okay, when we added the three integers, if we regrouping the integers, okay, if we regrouping the integers, the value does not change by addition. Okay, the value does not change by addition. See, listen. A plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. Now I am going to regrouping the integers. Okay, now I am going to regrouping the integers. C. A plus b plus c. Okay, a plus b plus c. So, if I regroup the integers by addition, the value does not change. The value does not change. This is called associative property. So, a plus b plus c, at the same time a plus b plus c, both these two are same. This is called associative property. See, we can see one example for this associative property. Minus 7 plus minus 2 plus minus 9. See, listen. Minus 7 plus minus 2 plus minus sign. Okay. Now we have to do the bracket what they given. Okay. Here they given plus symbol, but both two numbers are negative integers. So, we have to add that negative integers and put negative sign. See, listen, first minus 7. Next, first to complete the bracket what they given. Okay. See, listen, 2 plus 9, 11. So, what is the sign? Both two numbers are negative integers. So, put negative sign, minus 11. Next, What is the next step? Here minus 7, then there minus 11. Here also both two integers are negative. So we need to add and put minus sign. 7 plus 11 is equal to 18. Then what symbol we have to put? Minus. So minus 18. Now I am going to regroup the order. Okay, see, listen. Minus 7 plus minus 2. Okay, minus 7 plus minus 2 plus minus 9. Okay, shall we do this now? See, here both two integers are negative. So we have to add and put minus sign. 7 plus 2, 9. We need to put minus sign. So minus 9. Okay. Next plus. There are also one negative integers. What is that number? Minus 9. Here we have two numbers. Both two integers are negative integers. So we are going to add the two integers and put minus sign. 9 plus 9, 18. Okay, then put minus sign. Minus 18. See, listen. Here also we got minus 18. Then there also we got minus 18. So when we regroup the order in addition, the value does not change. The value is same. Okay, so this is called associative property. Next property is additive identity. This is the fourth one. Additive identity. Additive identity. We all know that when we added some integers from 0, what is the answer? We can get the same integer, isn't it? When we added some number to the 0, we can get the same integer. For example, for any integer, see, for any integer a, if for any integer a, if I added a to the 0, okay, if I added a plus 0 is equal to a. So this 0 is the additive identity. This 0 is the additive identity. See, listen. You all know the number line, how to draw the number line. In the middle of the number line we put 0. Okay, so this 0 is the additive identity. Okay, for any integer a, when we added 0 to the integer, what is the answer? That same integer we can get. Okay, so see some example. 7 plus 0 is equal to what? 7. Minus 11 plus 0 is equal to what? Minus 11. So see, listen, this 0 is the additive identity. This 0 is the additive identity. See, listen, properties of addition of integers. So which are the properties we have learnt in this class? Closure property, commutative property, associative property and additive identity. Okay, so closure property, for any integer a and b, when we added the two integer, the answer is also an integer. That is called closure property. Commutative property means we have to take any two integer. I have taken two integers as a and b. When we added the two integers, if we order the two integer, the value does not change. Next, associative property. I have taken three integers for associative property. When we regrouping, okay, when we regrouping the order, the value does not change by addition. Okay, that is called associative property. Then additive identity, 0 is the additive identity. Okay, then we have another one more property we can see in the next class. Okay, Next I will give you some homework. Take the page number 6. Take page number 6 in your book. They given one box. Okay, they given one box. In that box they given 12 sums. Okay, they given 12 sums. Just do the 12 sums in the book itself using that 4 rules of addition of integers. Okay, no need to draw number line, no need to use any properties. Okay, just do by using that 4 rules of addition of integers. Okay, this is also homework. Next, in page number 9. Next, in page number 9, add the following. Already I have given 1 and 2. These 2 sums I given. I hope you completed that homework. Okay, so now in page number 9, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, 5th, 6th, 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sums. 5 sums you have to do it as homework in the homework note. Okay, this 5 sums you have to do it in the homework note, but in page number 6 just to do it in the book itself. Okay, okay children, please practice all the sums what I taught in this class in your rough note. Do the homeworks regularly. We can see in the next class. Thank you.